A goldfish who dreamt of the ocean. Nala lived in a beautiful fish tank with her 7 other golden friends and one black friend. They had the most vibrant habitat ever. Neon UV lights making every color in her tank bright, wide variety of natural plants, beautiful moss rocks, and a huge castle with neon bubbles popping out. But her favorite spot was the small caves here and there for her friends and her to hide into when they felt coy. In the morning, when the lights outside her fish tank was on, all her friends and her go to the glass to see the blur colors moving to and fro. Raj, her master, put feeds for them in the morning. Yummy dried food. It's tasty and she loves it. She swims around her exotic fish tank till her next feed. She goes to the algae rocks and say hello while the rocks stay still. She then goes to the long-leaved hornwort plants and play around. Sometimes her fish friends join her in playing peekaboo. But sometimes Nala feels low. She remembers a scenery she saw on her way to this aquarium. She still remembers that day. Her aquarium at the shop was filthy and crowded. She was small and she had like 100 or more goldfishes in her tank. She felt suffocated and often came to the surface to gasp for air. She remembered Ram. Her now master came to the shop and the shop owner fished her out with a net, put her in a plastic bag and gave her to Ram. She was held in Ram's hand and off he went walking. As he walked, Nala saw something bright and blue far away. She went close to her plastic bag and saw a wide blue horizon. Ram sat on the sand and kept her bag on the lap. She gazed as she saw the waters rushing towards them and washing away. She was thrilled. She always thought that waters were in tanks. She gazed at the blue ocean as long as Ram sat on the beach. She wondered how it would be to swim in a wide ocean that is blue. When she opened her eyes from her memory, she saw her friends looking at her concerned. She smiled and swam off like everything was fine. When everyone's attention was away, she slowly swam into a small cave in her tank and sat sad for a while. Her friends have been noticing this for a while without her realizing it. One day, her black goldfish friend swam up to her, deciding to confront her. She was silently reminiscing in her dark cave when she saw her black goldfish. She tried to swim it off, but he confronted her up front. Seeing no way out, she told them her memory. They all shared with her the same exact memory and realized Ram usually takes all the fishes he buys to the ocean. But unlike her, no other goldfish dreamt to go to the sea. One day, Nala felt bloated as she floated on the surface. Ram, realizing something was wrong with Nala, took her from the tank and put her in a small bowl of green water. She still felt bloated. After a few days in the medicated bowl, one day Ram took the bowl to the ocean. Nala was feeling better, but wasn't able to swim away from the surface. As the blue ocean neared, she was feeling excited. And as she was excitedly looking at the ocean, she was tipped into the sea. For a second, Nala got scared. She looked at Ram as the waves washed her into the sea. The ocean was a huge, huge world. She felt like she was in a huge, huge aquarium with a lot of fishes and yet enough space for everyone. As she swam, she was feeling harder to swim. She saw a silver big fish swimming towards her. She smiled to say hello, and the big fish simply gulped her. And that was the end of Nala.